Welcome to another Napoleonic 3 or Napoleon Total War replay. I have the ACW Hardcore mod here, and today is a 4v4 with myself, Percani. I can't remember this guy's name. He's a newer player. This is like one of his third or second game. And we're going to have Wolf the Gamer King over here with McClaws. We're going against an E-Think, Hubs, Autistic Bucktail, and got 3M DDDDDD. That's exactly what his name is. But these two players over here are newer players. Well, not 2021st, but the 6 Corps and the Pender division are newer players. I am playing with Heath's division of AP Hill's Corps. 3rd Corps for the Confederacy. We've got some Jeff Davis Mississippi Cav rolling up, trying to scout out the area. My build is a little bit different than usual from other people's builds. McClaws over here being my personal favorite. Wolf actually took all the Barksdales, which is kind of interesting because he always tells me not to take all the Barksdales, but he took them. And they will hopefully do well. We've got Johnson over here, a 2nd Corps for the Confederacy. And we've got Walker's Brigade, which is the old Stonewall's Brigade. That's the old Stonewall's Brigade. And we've already got shells coming in on Percani's because the Union has insane guns. Percani is really the only one that has any real counter battery for us. We've got Pender over here with a newer player. He's got a bunch of Napoleons. He's got 12 Napoleons. We got 12 3-inchers there. But they actually already bashed those guys. But we're not really doing too much. And then all I've got is 4 3s, 3-inchers, and 2 3-inchers. And then Wolf has 24-pound howitzers and a 3-inch battery. But as you can see, we already have quite a number of 3-inchers arrayed against us. We got some Napoleons here, I believe. Yep. And 3-inchers of 2nd Corps. And then we've got 14th Corps, 3-inchers in the back. And then 20th, 21st, 3-inchers in the middle to the left. My Jeff Davis Cav, my Mississippi Legion. My Jeff Davis Legion is going to go in and charge down some skirmishers with some sabers. Try to knock them out. Probably the most annoying thing ever is about to happen, and I really don't understand it sometimes. But I'm getting my batteries put up. Wolf, I told him at the very beginning right here, there was Wilder's Cav, like somewhere right in here. He didn't believe me, because he was like, I didn't see it. Well, there's Wilder's Cav here. We are versing against Autistic Bucktail, who is 2nd Corps, I believe, if my memory is still good. And then we've got 14th Corps will be Hubs, and 20th, 21st will be E-Think, and then the 6th Corps is got 3M DDDDDD. So my Cav has actually done okay. It's not knocked out 2 skirmisher units, but it is about to take round ball. Or just shrapnel or a bunch of shots, and go from 93 men to 123. They're gonna break, and they're not gonna come back about the rest of the map. Like, they haven't even reached halfway. I guess because they're tired from fighting the skirms. Ooh, we did redline some of these guys over here, but I don't know. That's kind of annoying. I've had some other units lose like 2 or 3 guys, and all of a sudden they don't run away. Well, they run away and they don't ever come back, and they only lose like 10 or 15 guys. Doesn't make any sense. So there's the Waters Cav that he didn't believe was over here, but he's got his gun shooting. Hasn't they have not done anything. He's limbering up his howitzers. He probably should have used his howitzers. Those 24-pound howitzers are flipping insane against Cav, and they do really, really well. We've already lost one of our 3-inchers. So the counter battery is not going well at all for us. Union artillery is flipping insane. 3-inchers right now are insane. I am taking pot shots with my little battery that could. Only 6, and I don't really think they'll ever really accomplish too much. But we'll see. 14th is rolling up. We've got we got 21st Ohio coming up with their repeaters. And we've got some United States, I believe. Yeah, there's the United States in their dark blue, almost black uniforms. Sorry, I'm yawning. I don't know why. Been up all morning. No reason for it. Guess because I started talking. My 11th Mississippi and the 11th North Carolina are actually coming over as well. Try and deal with the Wilders that only lost one guy. So that's great. But the thing is, Wolf is pretty stretched out to the side, so it's not like they can really come in between us anywhere. Canterbury is still not going well. We did knock out some 41s from 2021st, but that's about it. Jenkins Cav, or this is Hamptons actually. This is 2nd South Carolina. Over here is, yeah, as I say, they're Hampton Brigade too. Actually doing pretty good work. Taking out skirmishers, and that would be one of my artillery pieces. That'd be my 3-inch, 4-gun, 3-inch. Well, yay. It's great. They're already routed off the field. But at this course of action, we're losing the artillery battle really well. Really hard. Pretty sure these Napoleons, which I would figure they would be in range of these guns, are not in range of these guns. Oh, and they're 6 cores guns. So I mean, 6 core added another 12 3-inchers to their total. It's just kind of ridiculous. Which, I mean, the Union had really good artillery. That's one of the things that really saved them on Gettysburg. And these cores are based off, or cores and divisions are based off of Gettysburg. But it is kind of ridiculous how much the dwarf can. Good grief. I yawned all morning, and then start yawning. But they can fill out 14, 15 line infantry, or regular line, and still have 12 guns when the Confederacy could barely bring 12 guns to bear unless you're a certain corps or a certain division like Johnson or Early or there's another one. Rhodes can usually bring them, but they don't have really that great. They only have very minimal taste. But First Corps for the Confederacy probably has the worst artillery options when you think about it in this game, but that's okay because they have some of the best infantry. So 14th is kind of looking like they're coming in right here. I think the way we've decided to do this was, since Pender's division was a newer player, we kind of didn't want him to be out in the open by himself. So we're actually shifting. Or we'll try and shift our armies more over to the right and try to use these woods, because that artillery right there is just going to blast anybody over there. It's not really going to be long for this day. But we did get rid of the 4th United States, which is great. Thumbs up. 14th does think better about coming into these woods. I do get my guys to knock out these skirms. But with Heath's division, I like Heath's division because it has several Mississippi regiments, such as the 11th and the 2nd and the 42nd. So I purely enjoy Heath because of that as well. 11th Mississippi, if anybody doesn't know. I think I have another video where I talked about them, where I have it. Yeah, I did. It's the other one. But yeah, the 11th Mississippi, it had the University Grays. And they were from the University of Mississippi or Ole Miss, and they suffered like 98% casualties at Pickett's Charge. Supposedly they were one of the furthest, or the 11th or 2nd was like one of the furthest regiments that made it up Cemetery Ridge, but I can't remember if that's really true or not, you know. But Heath does have some smaller Brackenbrows or small, very weak Oh gosh. Morale, but they have archers, which are really good as well. Archers, decently sized units, and then you have the big boys with Pettigrew and 11th Mississippi and the Mississippi units, regiments. So, do have some size, but Wolf is pushing up on the right. I'm trying to figure out. So we've got a pretty nice, tight little system over here. Percani actually took the entirety of the Walker Brigade. Where are they at? I don't know where they're at. Which is kind of interesting. I usually don't. There's like a 74-man unit that I usually don't fool with. Yeah, this one. They're good. They have good accuracy and stuff, but they're just super small. But looks like Pender is duking it out long range, and actually, they're really doing that much damage to him. Wow. Penders are really good. The Perrin Brigade is probably one of the better brigades in the Confederate rosters on this game, or they were really good anyway. Period. Doesn't matter about the game, but they're really good. And let's see what else we got. We just got artillery bashing us. Does Ethink have the Willits? Yep, he does. He's at least got 3 Willits. There's probably one right here or one behind him. So the Willits are there. We got Minty Cav. He's a really good Cav. They were there at Chickamauga. They were on the northern bridge. I don't remember the bridge. But they were on the north side. Wilder's brigade defended the southern bridge. But Minty's Cav was up at the top bridge. Jenkins Cav is, Second South Carolina is still going strong over here. How delightful. But it looks like 6 Corps' entirety is over here. So, looking back at it now, with this massive, yeah, we're trying to get him to come in tight. I'm trying to get Percani to send units here. We probably should have just pushed right through here. Probably would have had to deal with canister and artillery, but with him being all the way, we should, rethinking that, probably should have pushed over there. But 2nd Corps has lined along the road and the tree line here. William Barksdale is pushing up, trying to get my guys kind of hidden. There's a little discombobulation with that, but seeing 14th kind of go across the field, I'm gonna try and get some pot shots in on them. Try and take them out as they go across. 21st is somewhere in this area. Irish are over here. Yeah, there's the Irish with their boxwood and their hats. Right there. Sorry, good grief. Yawning too much, and there's water showing back up. Yeah, our Cav is going to be a nuisance because we don't have our Cav. But I do start shooting into them. I actually do create some casualties, which is good. It's one of the Archer, 13th Alabama, pretty solid little unit. We did lose one of the Napoleons over here, and we were able to get Pender to get his other Napoleon over here to help us fight, because we were at a lack of artillery because Percani's artillery was gone. I've got my little battery back here that could. They're still going strong. What? I thought I had told them to line up like right here, but they're a little further back, so they're kind of, I don't really know if that's really messing with their accuracy, but there's only 4 guns, so it's not really like they're going to do much. But, you know, every little bit helps when we ain't got nothing. So all we got is 4 3-inchers and then 5 12-pound Napoleons. That's all we have for artillery. With Cav swinging on the side, and Wilder right there. 14th did send a bunch right here. I know Hub sent most of his United States into this little pocket. The United States is probably the best melee unit for the 14th. 14th has some high morale units, but their melee is miserable. They have piss poor charge bonus, and their melee attack is pretty miserable, and their melee defense is pretty miserable. So they're pretty miserable in melee. But the United States is the best melee units and I don't really know why, because I know at Chickamauga they got kind of wrecked on the first or second day. I guess that first time they got committed, they kind of got wrecked and thrown back, I believe, by Wathle's brigade or Jackson's brigade on the first day. So, but Second Corps is kind of duking it out. We've got the Georgians up front for McLaws. What in the tarnation? That's the Cav. Okay, they're mounting back up because Wolf is moving in closer to them. Probably going to be able to get around now. Still got Cav behind us. Excuse me. But it's interesting. We got all of the Chickamauga Corps right here for the Union. 21st and 14th. He has George Henry Thomas, who the Rock of Chickamauga, who made a delightful stand. But 78th Penn is showing up right there, so we've kind of got them in a pickle. So Wolf and I are going to try and converge on this area and try to use the superiority of the Barksdales and Kershaw against the Second Corps. And I'm going to try and get on the flank with my big units here. I think at the moment, yeah, I'm just trying to, I don't know, one of them bug or whatever, they do that crap. It's kind of annoying. But it's whatever. So 6th Corps still hasn't gotten the fight. We probably should have pushed out. Probably should have brought over and let him just hold here. And we probably could have pushed with 2 and a half corps basically. But my battery's still going strong. Napoleon's still going strong. Pender is still pretty boxed up there. Let's see how we're doing. Georgians aren't the best. They got some good units. Like the 54th is like really good. So they've got it going on like Donkey Kong. But the 11th Mississippi is rolling up. Got a broken bro right there. 42nd is coming in. We're gonna see what they could do. And right behind they do have the Buck and Ball. So Irish Brigade and gosh, it's so insane. 12th New Jersey, but it's so insane that each of these units are based off a regiment. If you have big units of regiments, you could actually get double cards of those units. And there's my broken bro bringing pretty much artillery or shots. But like they had to combine the 63rd, 69th, 88th, and 116th Pennsylvania into one unit because they were just so low on manpower after Fredericksburg, and I guess through Chancellorsville and stuff like that. But Buckaball is moving up. Let's see. He did have his Kershaw put up there for a second. I'm moving up my 42nd and the 11th North Carolina. 11th North Carolina is kind of my most accurate and biggest unit I have. I didn't take the 26th because the 11th has pretty much the same stats. Actually better morale, I think, than the 26th. But they don't have 421 men like the. But man, that shredded them. I don't know if they've been shooting, but that was a big volley right there. Between the 42nd and the 11th. Solid. Yep, there's Wilder. So Wilder's getting behind us, and we've got Minty behind us, so we're kind of hosed on that bit, but it is what it is. We lack artillery, and we lack cav. But the Georgians are back in. I'm going to leapfrog the 11th Mississippi up, see what I can do. I've got Henry Heath up close. If anybody wanted to know, Jeff Davis's brigade was probably was the first brigade to enter combat at Gettysburg. Heath's division was the division that pretty much started it all off, and there's a lot of controversy that either he should or should not have, gotten into full combat with, Buford's Cav, because it brought on a full engagement. And it's pretty insane that they could not push off Buford's Cab with like 2,000 against a whole division of infantry. But the Union held on. Look at the 11th Mississippi. Look at those uniforms. They're sweet. The skirmishers form are pretty cool. They have like solid red uniforms. They're supposed to have Spencer repeating rifles, but I don't think they're in. So the 28th Mass is breaking. Here goes Barksdale's. They're going in. Buckaball is wrecking the 18th right there. Charge, 15th charge, 17th, 21st over there, 13th in reserve. They're gonna charge. Okay, they get the car charge. That road, man, is making them go gas fast. He's going after the 69th with the 7th South Carolina. That's good. 18th did break, which is to be expected. They don't have the greatest melee defense. None of the Barksdale do. They have like 0 melee defense. They only 13th, and we got a charge here. 42nd Mississippi. Go get them, guys. We do have some breakage. The Irish Brigade, as always, holding down the fort. They are fighting against the 3rd South Carolina. 7th South Carolina, one of Kershaw's. God, they have lost a lot of guys. Wow. 12th New Jersey hung on there too. 42nd does break. The 126th New York. We are pushing, and we've broken up. And I'm going to push up all my other units up. We're going to try and start pushing on the 14th Corps, which does have the flipping 21st right here, which is no good. No good. Surprisingly, my battery is still going around. And there's Wilders. I knew someone here. So he is going to go for my gen. He gets rid of the 18th pretty much. But I charge, actually make contact, but none of his guys pay attention to it. I don't really know. It's whatever. But then they get caught on my guys. I don't know. Some funky stuff. But Henry Heath, 3 of 9, will not return to the fight. But we have engaged the 14th. 11th is pushing up against 21st, which is not going to be the grandest thing. I got my 11th Mississippi doing a flanking maneuver on the 125th. But we do end up breaking them. Maybe meleeed them to death, which they don't have the greatest melee. Johnson is pushing up too. There is a massive gap right here until Willits gets over here. But they do have artillery. They do have Napoleons. Wow, 42nd's got 3 chevrons. Wow, but they have lost, 80-something guys. We have pretty much routed the entirety of the 2nd Corps. Most of his units will not return to the fight. So we've knocked out a corps. That's pretty good, solid. 69th is still in the fight. 106 and the 1st Minnesota did come back. I'm not shocked that the 1st Minnesota came back. But the 9th United States did charge my archer, and I was actually able to fend them off, which is really, really good. I want to try and get my archers. Even the archers can at least, and I mean the Brockenbrows can at least break flipping 21st in melee. So I'm going for it. I'm going to try and use this road. Try to get in the flank of the 88th. We're going to try and use this momentum right here. 6th Corps for the Union has arrived. They're on the farthest left flank. I forgot to say that. As you can see, a little new, kind of got some weird stuff going on here. The line here probably isn't the best drawn because he's got like an L going against like 5 units, so it's not really the greatest. What is this? That's the 16th United States. We're going to charge it with 14th Tennessee and the 55th Georgia and see if we can't break them. Sidney Coolidge. He's related to another Coolidge. But the 11th Mississippi, we're just pushing real hard right now. Try and stay on 14th, but as you see, that artillery is piling in though. We did break the Napoleons between the little battery that could back there and 12-pound Napoleons. We did break one of the second corps, so second corps doesn't have any artillery left, which is great. But 6th Corps still has the entirety of theirs, and 14th and 2021st. So, you know, it is what it is. Second Corps has kind of realigned some units back there, but we're still pushing pretty hard. Johnson has some guys in reserve. We've got the, I think that was the 14th. Yeah, 14th Louisiana, the Polish Brigade, Polish Regiment, or however you want to say it. Only like 39 of them were Polish when they first signed up. But, 21st lost a 3-inch. I don't know how that happened. But Percani was getting shredded right here in the out in the open, so he did want to retreat. So I'm sure, no big deal. We've done what we needed to do. But never mind. He has the Jones Brigade coming up along with some Williams Brigade and Walker, and taking some pot shots from the flank. 21st is still here. I'm going to try and stay on the butts, but he does have a lot of melee units. Yeah, flipping Minty farm killing my Henry Heath. But we're going to go in, try to duke it out. I don't know. 10th Kentucky's really good at melee. 14th right here is pretty stern. Even though they're not the greatest in melee, makes you lose units. But standing up against flipping, you know, 21st Ohio is also going to cause me to lose units. But wow, kind of ringing in with the 78th pin. It's kind of weird to see 78th pin in 14th Corps, since that was kind of a western. So Minty is behind us, so back here somewhere. So we just got to be wary of that. Wolf is trying to finish off the remainder of 2nd Corps. Once he gets that finished off, he can send all his units over here to help. 2nd Mississippi has taken a beating, but they're going to retreat. First is going to get out of there. So we've got an interesting little fight right here. We've deleted an entirety of a corps. 6th Corps is still going strong over here. His lines are finally looking good. That's a good job there. You live and you learn. Penders is still... You should have it more of a line like through here. Or like right here. He's kind of got it discombobulated. These guys are still putting work. I got a unit that got routed. My 2nd Mississippi, they've actually taken a pretty good beating this game though. 246, only have 136 left. There's Minty's Cav going after Edward Johnson, trying to gin snipe like a punk. But we don't have anything to counter that really. So not really a whole lot we could do. I already have the artillery advantage, still have the gin snipe us. But yeah, there goes, and he's gonna farm kill him too. Come on, you think you're better than that? Oh, nice. Oh, it don't matter. So 2nd Corps is gone. So Wolf is moving up on my right flank. We are swinging them. There went Johnson, I believe, for Connie's. Yeah, farm killed him. Big man. But 21st has set up a pretty good position here. Willich has suffered very little or no casualties. Only got 3 Willich. 14th is realigning themselves, taking some shots as these guys walk away. So I mean, so far, I mean, the game's going okay. It's not really that great, because they still have artillery, so it really does not matter what we do at this point. Most of my units are pretty still healthy. Let's see. Got these guys going on flipping protection duty over here. Where's my 42nd at? Where'd they go? Did I put them back over here? No, I had them. They came back, I thought. Oh well, they may not have come back. Nope, second did not come back. Well, I guess they're getting, because there's guys right there. General dead. Yeah, General dead for Heath really sucks, especially for Broken Bros. And there he goes, going for the General there again, just being a nuisance. But 6 Corps guns are in the open here. This is kind of a lull in the fighting. All we've got is, over here we've got a wet noodle contest because these guys are tired. Trying to figure out, there's newer players. Stamina, a lot of people don't know how stamina works in this game. Causes a lot of negative effects once you get into winded and tired and very tired and exhausted. So you kind of want to turn your guys off, but we've got, how did that change from active? Like, you didn't, how did these guys get from tired to fresh like immediately? It doesn't make any sense. But I really wasn't paying attention. There's Minty. Oh, he's gonna charge into my Broken Brow, or I'm gonna charge him. See what I could do. Probably should have. I wish I had a Virginia unit. And that, you're gonna melee. Yeah, they're gonna break. Just feeding the Minty Cav, basically. Pinder's breaking over here. Johnson's gonna send some units to help him out. How did his units, because they're still shooting, how did they go from tired? But Percani is sending in reinforcements, so he should be able to. I mean, that unit should come back. That one will not come back. These are lane brigades, so they're not the greatest, but they are good. So right now, Wolf and I are over on the right. We're trying to reorganize ourselves here, try and figure out a plan of attack. So we may try and swing this whole flank here if we can. Sorry, this is really kind of where the action is right now. We've got Johnson duking it out. 6 Corps with artillery blasting, and they just took their friendly fire right there. Shooting over a hill. There's like a hill right here. And those rifles are not really getting in very well. But the Walker is actually tearing it up. 77th New York. Charge. They did not get the counter charge. So the 44th Virginia should come out on top there. And he is wrecking the 49th. There we go. So Percani has saved the left valiantly. Good job, Percani. But this is kind of it. They've got their own little box. We've got to come out in the open. I mean, technically they have LSA, so we've got to do something. We do have artillery. But the whole idea too is if we can hold this, get that 3, which is right, somewhere right in here, will be pretty good. So we have devised an echelon attack. Wolf is going to step off. I will step off. Percani will step off, and we'll try and engage. And because I know 14th is kind of thin. I mean, they haven't lost a ton of guys, but they did lose some units. We've got about 24 minutes left. Oh, I love that. His artillery is pretty much shooting into his own guys. It's great. It's fabulous. But 6 Corps morale is going to allow them to pretty much just come back over and over and over and over and over again. A little battery that could is still dinging whopping the first battery. My little guns over there. Oh, great. And there's Minty, so they won't be long for this day either. But lo and behold, someone's going for another gen. but we do spot it pretty early. 13th Mississippi's coming up. They've got 4 chevrons. 14th has moved in their artillery. He's going in for the Napoleons. I wish they had got their artillery off. It would have been great. And there they go. Minty's cab. Minty's really good. I like their cab a lot. They have some not young, but they've got some cheap ones and some expensive ones. That's one of the more expensive ones, the 178. Really good though. I think they have the Spencer repeater, not repeaters, but like the carbines. So Wolf is stepping off. There's 14th. So 14th is still quite large. Some units have suffered some casualties, but he was able to get out of the fight before suffering too much. And then I'm stepping off. Look at that. Look how cool that is. We're all stepping up into the fight. My main objective is to literally just bash this, because there's no reserves here. I'm going to bash, and this artillery cannot shoot this way because of these houses. Well, they might get slip through, but it'll be more difficult. So I'm going to use, I'm just pretty much going to be a flipping battering ram as best I can. Try to break through here. And I'm going to get close too. That was my whole idea, is just get flipping close. Use my big units. So Woolwich has stepped up, but we're suffering casualties. Wolf has stopped here, but his units are way better than any of these units here. Do have a couple, got some archer and a broken bow in the back. So we're gonna open up. Ripping them up. Wow, 82nd just took a beating. Is that 20 guys basically? So 6 Corps is relining their guns. Alright, and now reserves are coming over to do exactly what we thought they would do. We're going to try and send reserves, so now Percani is going to step off. But obviously Broken Brow is not going to be along for this day. Poor bastards. Excuse my language. But yeah, they'll come back maybe. I don't know. They don't have a general, so. But here comes some bigger units. We're gonna see. We're gonna shred. 11th Mississippi. Already they're ripping into them. Oh, yes. Love to see it. Breaking them up as best I can. We're gonna bludgeon them. We're gonna do the best we can. William Barksdale is in the thick of it, leading his men with his wavy white hair that he did have. But yeah, right. What a turd muffin. Minty back there. But I'm going to go against 2 Woolwich, which is kind of a scary thought, but you know, it is what it is. 7th South Carolina is shooting pretty well. They're breaking up the 74th, which is great. My guys are going to get some shots, and the 74th will not be long. So our assault, we're going at it. We're going in. Artillery is starting to get heavy, though. I have a Broken Bow that's going to come up on the flank and kind of help this area here. But more units are being shifted over. There's the 21st. Jeez, they're going to shred the 13th. You try and focus fire that, but I mean they're dropping. They are dropping, but they're also dropping 13th, which is no good. There's my big boys in the fight again. Oh yes, 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 yes. I'm going to get up in the face. Wolf is leapfrogging again. 21st is still going strong. 21st is really what's holding down that position right there. Gosh, that artillery though is busting me up. Wow, 15 Missouri hanging on. Fighting still over here hasn't changed anything. I did lose an archer, which is not great because the archers are actually pretty good units. And my 42nd broke, which is not good either. But that artillery is nothing to scoff at. '17th Mississippi, got to duke it out. If he had one Inspire, probably wreck shot with it. But I mean, I think I broke all the Willits get broke, so there's one more Willet still left. I mean, these little units are still doing work. 58 Archer. These are all Archer. One broken, bro. They're breaking the 17th Kentucky, which is a pretty decent unit. Showing some breakage on the 88. So I mean, we're pushing hard. Percani is pushing up too. We finally got Pender. That is pushing up on the flank of Percani. I did not ever recognize that these guys came back. If I had known they'd come back probably sooner, probably would have been in better shape, but I didn't notice it. We're starting the break, so with 20th, 21st. 14th, 21st. It's difficult going from 2021st to 21st, Ohio. Starting the break. What is Wolf doing? He's going in for a charge. Motley Crew. Forward, Boxdale. Forward. No, they're not going to make it. But I brought up the 11th Mississippi, 11th North Carolina, and they're going to shred. Breaking them. Kind of flanking out with some of my smaller units to kind of, since we've started the break, try to help. Oh, they did make contact, but they were charged through by the 78th. Oh no. But man, the 13th is killing it. I never saw the stats for them after this game. 88th. Good. Good. Mississippi roll. .32nd's going to try and charge forward. They're going to get slaughtered though. Still never noticed this unit. Needed that unit in the front though. But this little broken bro though, going ham. They're doing really, really well. 11th North Carolina shooting at the flank there. 13th did break. Where did they go? They died to a man, it looks like. You brave men. They died to a man. Nice. 77th New York and 121st has stepped up, but the 15th Ohio has broken. So my right has pretty much collapsed. Man, that's 18 guns right there. Jeez. Plus that's 22. Wow, Wolf was right. Spreading them out really does. Minty's back. Vulturine units here, it looks like. I don't know where the general is. Oh, he doesn't have a general. He got killed already. But we have broken the center. Or the Union dead. But we have broken. All we need is Pender to really just crush 6 Corps. And we'll be okay. With the 11th Mississippi's taking some shock. We got to get the 42nd up here and rested. Broken Brow, 69 of 134, doing really well though. Where is the 21st? 21st is still down there. 127 men. Daggum. Those men and those artillery. Especially with a general dead, it's not very good. Woolwich is coming over. Burger Bell is gonna stop up that hole though, don't worry. Don't you worry your little heads. 15th South Carolina is going in. 1st Tennessee. Archer came back, that's good. Woolwich there is very tired. Man, come on, hold on. 2nd Missouri. Trying to do what we can here. Broke off the 74th. We are pushing hard though. That artillery is destructive though. What the heck is this? Get you guys turn, man. Lost 2 units there. I don't know. Bro, charging the Willage and breaking them. Nice. So this is all she wrote. All we have to have. I mean, the remnant of Percani over here with Johnson, and his units here have to push. Look at freaking Broken Bro, dude. Going in, taking out a Willage, and then taking out the 5th Kentucky. But I have to back up. 14th is coming in on strong on me. Artillery is hitting me hard. I'll try to realign here, get my guys to reload, and send up some volleys again. But it is not going well anymore. Gotta break the 6th Corps. Free up all these units. They're all tired too. Yeah, I kind of screwed up. Had these guys on melee. Told them to go hit that unit. And they're in a defilade, sort of. 21st is the game changer right here. If we somehow can knock out 21st, I believe the 11th North Carolina and the 11th Mississippi could probably... Dude, what is going on here? Drag bug crap like that. That did frustrate me when this occurred. I don't know why it happens, because I told them to realign and then they started going over here. Broken Bro did break, but they served me well. I have to back up, realign. I lost another archer. It is not going very well for us. How that unit is still going. Percani has thrown in the rest of his walkers, which they should. That's the entirety of Walker. And some Stewart. That artillery though is just breaking us. Have to break 6 Corps off the field. Those are they're only just shooting these guys and they're just breaking them. Artillery for the Union just really is a game changer. It truly is with how many 30-inchers they have. Played a game just last night, pretty much solely won because of artillery. It's kind of ridiculous. Let the Mississippi broke. They should come back though. I haven't suffered that much. I still can't believe the 121st is still in the fight with 98 men of 281. 281. We're gonna have to back off. I'm gonna try and get in this defilade right here. Save myself from some artillery. 6 Corps is backing up, charging some cav. That'll be good, but that's a very tired infantry. Why are they still very tired? Just a newer player. Just look at if you watch this, just look at it as a tool to get better. Artillery is just about to vaporize Walker up here in Stewart. '11th did come back, yeah. 10th Kentucky is still alive though. We have, wow, we got some units that are really debilitated for the 14th. I'm gonna try push here, get my guys up the hill. At least maybe melee. I don't have any ability to route. George Henry Thomas though is gonna cause problems. '11th is gonna get just crunked. The charge, 42nd up, breaking the enemy. Well, 21st had a couple units come back. Dadgummit. Tennessee did break. Louisiana broke, which was Johnson over there. Actually, that's Johnson over here. I didn't even need none of my stuff. My guys are winded, tired. Suffered casualties. They're gonna break. And that's gonna be all she wrote for my division. Now it is up to Percani here. Because now I think everybody can probably see that it is over. We have fought bravely, but it was a really fun game, really fun. That artillery though, flipping 24 something guns is just insane. You just can't do it. We didn't take the right enough artillery. I don't think mine was positioned right. Like 2020 first volley right there just almost busted up Pender's units. Yep, there they go. Percani's trying to redraw the line, get a lot of his units over. But it was hard fought. It was real fun. The push over here was fun. The push over here was pretty fun. A lot of casualties. And we swung the map pretty much. But just, we couldn't make that push. 21st Ohio probably was a real deal game changer. Especially right here. That's the 13th Mississippi pretty much right there. Just slammed. But the artillery, good grief. Bloody fight on this hill too. But we'll go ahead and fast forward. Percani's gonna make his last stand. Ha, thanks Hub for not going after my 42nd. They're brave men. They don't deserve to be cut down to the back. Percani's, well, Pender's parent brigade's pretty good. They're pretty awesome. Pender's one of my favorite cores. We'll slow it down to this one, but we're wrapping it up. Fun game. I enjoy just trying to do these videos just to kind of give me something to watch after I get done. Because some of these games are really fun. They, you live in the moment, you play it, but it's always nice to kind of have a game to look at and look at it from a bird's eye view. Because you're in the moment, you're playing the game. You can't look everywhere. Even though I kind of do focus on me a little bit, because that's just what I know is going on. Nothing really happened over here except a little push and just shooting at each other the whole time. Mantis Cav, Wilders Cav kind of butt munched us though. That was kind of annoying. But looks like Pender's gonna throw his men into the fray. Yeah, 21st Ohio. Was that 4? 1, 2, or 5? 4? They kind of blend together. 4 or 5. 21st was really a solid unit. But look at that line right there. Yeah, but I mean, look, like that's where 21st was, shooting at the 13th, and South Carolinians right there. So I mean, they just butt munched them. What is this? Minty's still here. Yeah, see, I lost flipping my Cav after losing 20 guys. And these guys have been bayoneted. They've been shot at. They've been charged. And they're 96 of 178. And they did not flee the battlefield. It makes no sense. But it is what it is. So not that big of a deal. But here goes the closing. I think Percani just charged just to get rid of these 4th United States Cav. Yeah, get rid of those Minty. Yeah, screw those Minty. Yeah, take that, punks. Yeah. He traded, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. 2nd Virginia's still going strong. The Walkers, are the Walkers the only ones? Yep, of course. The Walkers are the only ones still. Well, you got a Jones. Well, they just broke. Walker Brigade break. They'll break. Real fun game. Shout out to everybody that played. Super fun. Enjoyable. We did what we could. We almost had them in the second half. Well, we kind of had them in the first half. And we almost had them in the second half. But it ends up they actually had us in the second half. Their artillery busted us up mighty well. Now, You think, what the heck do you kind of farm killing is that? Alright, so we come in, I had 1,700 kills, Wolf had 1,500, Hattler is the Pinder newer player, he had 588, Percani had 1,000, Hubs coming in with 1,800, Ethink 1,000, Autistic 1,000, and got 3MDDDD 1,136. So Autistic, even though he was gone from the beginning of the game, still did a number on Wolf and my units. 11th Mississippi, very happy with them. 262, almost reached their number they deployed. 11th North Carolina went over what they deployed, which is great. You always want that. 2nd Mississippi, they just didn't do what they needed, but I don't really know. 42nd did really well. They went over. So that's pretty awesome. It's legit. And Jeff Davis obviously got to run it on. And then Henry Heath. Man, killed one guy. So, good game. Solid game. Truly enjoyable for this mod. Mod's great. I do this for the fun of it. If you like it, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Till I get another video out. Peace out.